I'm Joe Bean, and this is my story.
During the time they come to fight in the Civil War, I was about 12-year-old. That make me about 89-year-old now. In the year about 1849, when I was born on the Dick Bean plantation over at Lincoln, Arkansas, about 20 miles southwest of Fayetteville, my father was named Joe Bean, and my mother was named Cosby Bean. And when she died about 15 years back, she was 112-year-old. She was a Cherokee Indian slave come here from Georgia when the Indians did, but I don't know her master's name. I mean the Indian master. Sometime old Master Bean by her, and that's all I know about it.
Our old slave family was a big one. Most of them is now dead, but I remember the names, all except two of the little children who died early. The master was Dick Bean. The mistress was Nancy Bean, but they're both dead now. The master going first someday before the war closed, while his young son, Dick II, was fighting for the South. He came through the war safe enough to raise his own son, Dick III. He let me live in his one-room log cabin on his farm. God bless his soul.
During the slave times, Master Bean had two horses, a bay trotter and a brown single-footer. Mighty fine travelers, them riding horses. We ride on the squirrel hunts, me on the bay with the master close behind on the brown. Wait for me to sight up a squirrel. Them was the best days of all. But them days go when the fighting starts and we starts to moving around. The first move was to Jardindale, Arkansas, away over the Fort Smith, close by the Arkansas River, on a place where lived the old master's married daughter, Eliza. That's where the master died. He stayed shut up in the house for a long time before he died. That worried me. Thought maybe he was already dead. They won't let nobody in the room. Just break me up because I was near crazy to be with him when he's sick and need me. So I go around the house and rolls me up a barrow to the window of his room. And there's he was lying on the bed by the window. And I knocked on the glass. Say he'll turn and see me. Joe! Joe! Come here, I hear him like it was yesterday. Take a bucket to the spring and get Master Dick a fresh drink. They let me take the water to him, and I recollect that was about the last thing I get to do for good old Master Bean. Okay, now that one's her name.
This is too much.
Young master was full of grieving when he saw his daddy dead and the money gone. The old slave asked him, "What you worry so for, Master Dick?" Master Dick just sat there on the porch, face buried in his hands. "Everything lost in the war," the young master groaned. "My daddy is gone, the money is gone, don't know what me and mama will do."
When I get to thinking about slave days, always I remember of the slaves that run away. Master Bean had a white overseer, but he didn't allow for no whippings, except maybe he cuff a young one around if he done something real mean. Or maybe sometimes he'd sell them for the same reason. Whippings, like some of them rich owners did. No way! The old master's how I get all turned around if someone hit a Negro. He'd let nobody chunk them around. Ones that run away, well, they get the dogs after them. Bloodhounds, they call them. And if a slave be gone 2 days, the dog was used to track. The masters would say, "If we don't catch him on this farm, we'll catch him on the next." One time I saw a slave whip. Oh wait, I was supposed to stop. One time I saw a slave whipped on another plantation. He was a new slave. What I mean was they had just bought him, and the overseer said the whipping was just to break him in. First they beat him with a whip and then a strap after tying him to a log.
There were lots of children, can't remember the names. Minnie, Linda, John, Jack, Tom, Podum, lots more that I can't remember. I belong to the Colored Baptist Church because I want a good resting place when I die. If they is such a place as hell, it didn't seem like a good resting place to me.